Alright, Shalom Israel, giving all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash, giving all praise to the Father, which is Yahweh, His Son Yahweh Shai, and the Holy Spirit. Barakatah Yah, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, my salutation to the brothers, teaching word for the hopeful elect families. Yeah, this is going to be a video, I don't know how long, but going to be a video about, I'm going to call it, you Hebrew Israelites are all black demons, because that's just what they are, man. And these are the same demons that go around smoking weed and catch, live with they grandma or their moms and catch rides to the liquor store to get some liquor and some sweets and roll up a blunt and watch them Farrakhan and Black All Lives Matter in between, watching these rap niggas, man, But I'm going to play a little clip from Rosie Perez at The View.
The fact that we do have African blood in us. A lot of them do not want to recognize that fact.
Play that again.
A lot of them do not want to recognize that. Recognize the fact that we do have African blood in us. A lot of them do not want to recognize that fact. And that's where this stems from. That's where this stems from. There is a secret in the Latin community, specifically the Caribbean, South American, thank you, Central American, Latin community, that they are very racist. They never want to be in the same group as black people. And it's
Yeah, because they thought to be like this so-called white man. Sell out ass niggas, man.
sad. It's very, very sad. And he did say Michelle Obama looks like a cast member of the Planet of the Apes.
Now, the hell what y'all say, I know I don't look like no damn fucking ape. I don't give a damn what they say and shit. You might think you look cuter because you lighter and shit. You damn demon ass niggas, man.
And was he saying it racist like because he said that he voted for her later, and I don't think he was saying it racist. Oh, please, that's like saying I'm not a racist, but I have black friends. Let me say something. That is racist.
She just offended, like, cause she know the deal. She knows she ain't no damn Edomite. And if you look at these pictures, man, where is it at? Now look at her parents. They look like you wouldn't even be able to tell unless they spoke Spanish and shit. Cause it says you shall know them by their spirits, man. But you could tell she a Jake. She's one of the epitome of Jake women. And that wretched ass demon Cardi B, she's a Jake too, but she's just a witch. That's the only thing. She's a demon. Let me see. But Puerto Ricans are also known as Ephraimites in the scriptures, whether you like it or not. And here's her mother right here. Look like a so-called black woman, man. And if they was here in America, well, they are in America, but I'm just saying, if they were amongst niggas in different places, because in different places, niggas are not used to seeing Puerto Ricans or Cubans, and they're not used to being in their neighborhoods or the like. But a lot of the East Coast, like New York and Florida and all that, and even in these places over here in the Midwest, they got a lot of Native Americans that look so-called Negro, but are Native Americans. And our people won't recognize that, They'll look at Snoop Dogg like a nigga, and it's a lot of nigga-minded niggas that think like niggas, and they just look, and they carnal, because they look on the outside. They'll never, look at by the spirit, Italians, they got the spirit of Jake. A lot of them, man. We rule over there in Europe, man. So but they ain't gonna recognize that. and they hypocrites too, man. Because they, if the father carries a seed and you just happen to sleep with a so-called white woman and have a baby, that seed is not Jake no more. Like, it's determined by the mother. That's that Jewish American bullshit, man. Here's another picture, man. Looks straight like Jake characteristics. You know, she's always with Jake. You know, it ain't only her. It's a lot of these celebrities that's in the acting field. Like, who was that? Debbie Allen, Felicia Rashad, Tatiana Ali, and all them. I think, what is his name? Uh, Fishburne, Lauren Fishburne. His wife is Latina. But you know, Jake just considered them as black. But they saying, with the ignorance and stupidity, they saying the same thing, that they Israelites. Let me see, man. It says James 1:1. James, a servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahweh Shai, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting, man. So, and even Jake go by, Jake is confused. He go by hoods and neighborhoods and shit. If somebody live around a block from him, that's his enemy just because he's on 50th Street and you on 30th Street. That's how dumb Jake is and shit. You know, or a different neighborhood. They calling themselves after so-called white people's names and former dead president's name, and then they'll gangbang with those same kind of names on them, man. That's how you know you can't listen to niggas, man. They don't know shit. You know. These were Numbers 1 and 2. Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families by the house of their fathers, man. So even if you lay with these other nations, you still having a Most High is the ones that separate. He's the one that separate the sons of Adam. You know, he's the one that made the sons of men, sons of God, and sons of wicked. You know, he's the one that had Esau to be born to be a whole different nation of people, even though he was our brother. We're total enemies. He's going to be done away with. So these devils don't know what's going on. They don't know the spirit of the Most High. All they see is, oh, you speak Spanish, you know, and be mad at, or they got a damn heavy hatred against Mexicans just because they might have been jumped or something, or they might have been in a gang against Mexicans. Stupid ass. What it says in the scriptures, forgive that brother. That's one of the main things. The reason why, because we were separated and conquered and scattered across. Talks about the Israelite foreigners, but if you look at the Puerto Ricans, they got the same spirit in Jake. All the tribes got the same spirit, man. Puerto Ricans, they the head tribe of Northern Kingdom. They got the same kingdom spirit as Jake. You know, they call each other niggas. They act like niggas. They in the same thing, rap industry. They go through the whole baby's mama thing, drama. They go through the whole living with your moms or living with your damn woman thing. They under the same curses, paying the same type of bills and shit. I bet you ask Elam and Moab, you know, they get, even though they do go through their bullshit, they able to go to they consider as a people, man. We the only ones that's not considered as a whole nation. Black shit, what the fuck is that? How deep does that go? How much more? How much can you say black without having to, you know, go to the so-called white man for help? You don't never see a bunch of Moabites on the protesting about what they getting about the injustice and that's happening in America. But it's a whole bunch of Moab Chinese here, a whole bunch of East Indians here. Where they at? They're not in jail. It's only Puerto Rican, well, you know, of a certain states and is you know, different tribes, but you know, it's mostly Israel, man. Puerto Ricans, Negroes, Issachar, all the tribes, man. You know, Mexicans, they getting divided and conquered. You don't see them on the news. the other nations getting separated from their children and shit. Elam, East Indians, Chinese. Fuck out of here. Most High gonna kill you, damn devils, for saying this, man. 'Cause that's what you are. You demons, man. You gonna be destroyed. You know. Let me see. That's why we always say Israelite foreigner, man. And if you spiritual, it really ain't hard to tell. But they got, that beef and stuff. Oh, I wish they taking the jobs and shit. Oh, the Mexicans take all the jobs. You niggas don't like to work anyway, man. You niggas be loving to live with your mama smoking blunts and shit. Stupid ass niggas. Anyway, man. Let me go back. But of course, she's in the industry. She's taken by the Hollywood. I'm just making a point, man. Oh, Israel. Let me see. That's why the Most High said you're destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. Plain. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You don't know who you are. You don't know where you came from. You don't know the first slave was in Spain and Espanola and all those different areas. The Jamaicans are called West Indians. Why is the Indian? They call Jamaicans West Indians and Native Americans Indians too. You know, talking about Asia. Asian is the y'all got everything twisted, man. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Saying that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. Yeah, in the law it says, hey, love thy brother, you know. Talks about, let me see, that we were once, estranged from our heritage. It was going to get cut off by our heritage and estranged from our heritage. Ephesians 2 and 11, wherefore remember that ye being in the time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands. Yeah, because, the Leviticus law had it was a law to reject people, certain, even of their own, if they didn't follow the laws. If you wasn't circumcised, hey, or if you ate abomination, hey, you a heathen, man. And we seeing it today. Our people acting like heathen, same thing. But still, we telling them that they princes of power. They might argue with us, be mad at us, but we still telling them that they the greatest people in the world. These niggas just gave up. They just gave up. They don't believe that they gonna amount to shit, man. So they be like, oh, nigga, that's bullshit, nigga. You talking that fairy tale shit. Yeah, all right. Give up, nigga. Smoke crack. Continue to deal with your baby's mama. Continue to deal with the courts. Continue to get money and lose money. It says, verse 12, that at that time you were without Yahweh Shai. Yeah, because Yahweh Shai came back to reunite Israel pretty much through the Spirit. Because it couldn't happen in the flesh. We were, it's too much, it's too much to understand in the flesh. Being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without God in the world. That's where you were as a 2/3 when you didn't know this word, man. You was without hope, eating pork, mad at your brethren, still gang banging, selling dope, hating each other as from different tribes or different so-called races, blacks against Hispanics, this and that, But the Yahweh Shai came and killed all that, man. Like, nah, y'all brothers, man. Through the spirit, you brothers. You know? It says, yeah. But now in Yahweh Shai ye, who sometimes were far off, made nigh by the blood of Yahweh Shai. And what did Yahweh Shai come as? A Judite. And he shed his blood actually on the cross. That was physical. That was a physical performance, a physical thing that happened, man. You know, because even though we talk about the spirit, things happen in the flesh pertaining to the spirit, man. That's why the Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. All these things were prophesied before it even happened. That the nations would go off, be angry with each other. That Israel would go off first and then Judah. That they would be separated as two kingdoms, and then that they would come together at the end for the kingdom coming up. You know, that they would be oppressed together. You know, going through the same shit, and then coming together for the common cause of the common enemy and common salvation, man. Like I said, these niggas don't know what they talking about. If these Puerto Ricans came and all these Latin tribes, the dark Latin tribes that they hide and cover up, if they came to the cities, they wouldn't know until they open up their mouth to talk Spanish. And a lot of Latinos right now, they don't speak Spanish anymore. They speak English. And the Latinos that are still deep in the rooted to their culture as far as speaking Spanish, which is not really their culture. They think the Latins that are talking English and raised up in America are sellouts. So this is the American bubble we always talk about. Like, this is a whole slavery plantation thinking over here in America, man. Niggas don't know what's going on in America. They was raised as slaves and shit, man. Let me see, what's that? But this is, this is what happens in Israel, man. Who else? You got a lot of people that are Northern Kingdom in the celebrity seats. You know, that dude Pitbull, Sean Paul. You know, Jake is real carnal, man. He just because he see brown skin, or they might call it beige skin. Oh, that's a Latino. They might not even be, man. They might be Judah, or they might be an Edomite. Who knows? It's according to the spirit, but their judgment is off, man. You know, Cardi B, she's definitely a nigga woman. Niggas love Cardi B, man. And the black bitches could talk all that shit about she ain't representing us. Man, please, your daughters be all up on wanting to be Cardi B and shit. Just cause she got a nigga spirit. Who else? Beyonce, and the Most High is just doing that to you, just to let you know you ain't thinking right, man. You out of the spirit. You know. But you were past Gentiles, even Judah fell off. You could read that in 2 Kings. To where nobody could say nothing about nobody. Like, y'all all went under y'all all messed up. That's what Yahweh Shai was saying. Like, he was telling the Levites, like, y'all going off too. Like, what the fuck? How can you talk about, Israel, and you doing things that Moses didn't even, that was against Moses too. Like, what the fuck? Most High see all the secrets of Israel, man. Ain't nobody squeaky clean in Israel, man. Let's see, the envy of Judah. We always get that scripture. Envy of Ephraim. scripture. It's in Isaiah. It says Isaiah 30, I think it's 13 and 11. 11 and 13. Isaiah 11 and 13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. And it tells you that in Ezekiel, that talking about the dry bones and talking about the sticks coming together, talking about Joseph, stick of Joseph and stick of and his companions as the stick of Judah, that they should come back together as one kingdom in his hand. And that's the prophecy of what's happening now with the prophets on the street. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. And that's, Most High is going to take that all away. There's not going to be no hatred between each kingdom. And that's been a long inside thing with our nation, man. Not only just northern, southern having beef within southern, northern having beef within northern. I was on the bus one day and these two Issacharites got into it, man, on that gangbanging shit. Like, so, Jake he's so emotional, he takes shit so personal that once something happens to him, and oh man, fuck all of them, man. That's like a woman and shit. Fuck all men. She get cheated over one time, she don't never trust a man again in her life. Like, if you, like, what, you ain't done no statistics and heavy studies. You don't know who's out there and shit. You ain't traveled or nothing. Jake don't travel. I think it says that in the scriptures. If you when you travel and see the world, you open up your mind, man. Jake is he just walked to the liquor store back for the rest of his damn life and complain about everything, man, and think he know everything and shit, smoking blunts and thinking he on a high level and shit, man. Fuck out of here, man. They got, man, Most High gonna allow this so-called white man to kill you niggas, man. On high power energy on you niggas, man. Without mercy. With extreme prejudice. You know? Where is that? And Jake is not, 2/3 Jake is not spiritual at all, man. They're not, man. She's from Brooklyn. And if you go to Brooklyn, New York, niggas are always on the Latino women, always on the Puerto Rican women, man. You know? You can go back in history, and there's never a point in history with music or anything else that it wasn't us. It wasn't the Southern and Northern tribe working together at some point in some fashion, a form of fashion. The Black Panther and the Brown Beret, the hip hop industry, black and Puerto Ricans, the Native Americans that helped Negroes during slave rebellion or during civil wars, man. And you niggas, you got some niggas still sleeping with Edomites. Still marrying Edomites, and niggas don't say shit about them. So you niggas what do you call it? Not only oxymorons, but you hypocrites, man. Damn hypocrite ass niggas, man.
What kind is it? A black Iguazu turbo.
It was an Italian that came up to us like a few weeks ago, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago, and he said he told us like we said, asked him what he was. He said he's an Italian. He didn't say. I mean, he didn't say Caucasian or I'm from Europe or something. He Italians don't even call themselves white people, man, because they know. It's a whole history over on the other side of the world. Stupid ass Jake, don't know about the Portuguese, Portugal, and you know, different parts of the land. Spain, Italy. And it was us ruling for 1,000 years. So definitely we laid a lot of seed, man. They even prejudice against people from so-called black people from the UK. Talking about all these niggas from the UK is taking jobs and taking, coming over here rapping and stuff like that. You stupid ass niggas. Slick Rick he was from UK or London or something like that. Well, uh, but that's nothing new. You know, like I said, this is so-called white man's operation. They in America, they've been born as American pawns, thinking like Americans, thinking like Serge Bourget, thinking like Amerigo Vespucci, thinking like the so-called white man. So they don't know shit but what America has to offer. The only thing they mention is the Moors, and they don't know shit about the Moors or this African shit. They don't know. They don't wear shit. I don't see niggas wearing African shit, man. Dashikis. They did that for the Black Panther movie, and that was it. Cause it's not in your culture, man, to be Africans. Niggas just love some fake ass identity. They love to be. I don't know what niggas are bugged out pretty much. Niggas are bugged out, man. That's what it is. They just make no sense, man. Anyway, feel like I want to say more, man, but like I said, you could look up, go to YouTube and put black in front of put Afro Latino, put black Mexicans, put black Puerto Ricans, put black this, since you niggas want to be black so much. And then you're going to see like, damn, that looks like niggas. Yeah, because they are niggas, man. That's why we know you niggas ain't spiritual, man. And Most High he don't like men that are not spiritual, man. He'll get rid of your ass with some nuclear bombs on your ass, man. He'll destroy your ass, man. He'll judge you while you on this